Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Timo and this is the Timo Show, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to win more high ticket estimates by using these three methods. So number one, make sure you know your production rates before you even put in your quote. And sometimes production rates can be measured by days, it can be measured by feet or hours. Now I used to throw out random numbers when I first started out and it was hit and miss. I'd make a decent profit on some and then others I'd lose a bit because I missed a few details and I didn't know my production rates. The job would take considerably longer, which would then cut into my profits. So once I got my production rates down and I knew my expenses, it got a lot easier to write the estimates. Estimates used to take me so long, man. It was like the least favorite part of the job that I had, but if I wasn't staying on top of making them, then I'd quickly run out of work. So I had to get better at it and I had to get faster at it, and I did. So by tracking how long it would take me to do something, I was able to find the true cost of labor, and that allowed me to mark up my margins to be able to make what I wanted to make. And then by using estimating software, that gave me the ability to go back, refer to similar projects from the past, see the pictures and the notes that I'd put into the project file. And nowadays, what I use to do that is Jobber. Jobber is actually the sponsor of today's video. I use Jobber for all my estimates. I use Jobber to invoice. I get paid faster by receiving payments inside the app. And also it looks so professional that I've gotten so many compliments from my customers on the presentation of the estimates. It has a great mobile app as well. It's sleek, easy to use platform on desktop. And my customers love the Client Hub feature, which is like a dashboard on their end. Once you send over the estimate, it takes them to like a dashboard. It's called the Client Hub. And there they have access, direct access to you, direct access to the thing. And anytime any addition or there's anything made on the job, you put it there and everybody's on the same page. And they have access to that the entirety of the project. And I feel like I was able to close a few deals strictly on the presentation of the estimates using Jobber. Anyway, so let's move on to tip number 2 and 3. But if you want to try out Jobber free, check out the link in the description and the pinned comment below. Try it out for free. So tip number 2 to getting more high ticket jobs is don't lower your prices. Once you have your prices set, it's okay to negotiate, but there are cases when working with friends and family that you might want to hook someone up. But I always tell those people in the past, I say, hey, don't tell anybody that I gave you a deal. And the reason I do this is because if you give one person a deal, they're gonna go brag to their circle of friends and family, right? And be like, hey man, I got a great deal on my paint. And what happens is another person inside of that circle wants a deal too, and then apparently now I'm the guy that gives deals, and then that process just repeats itself over and over and over, and now you're stuck with clients that don't want to pay, they want deals. Now the opposite is true as well. So if you set your standards high for pricing, you could get the opportunity to work with customers who understand what they're paying for, and this allows you to provide the highest quality work possible and set you apart from your competition this way. And your current customer will brag to their friends about how he's not cheap, but he's the best. And I'll tell you what, I like being an expensive guy because it literally creates a way better clientele, way better opportunities, and you learn your craft so much better because you're not worried about stepping over nickels and dollars and dimes. You're just there to do the job and you know your pricing's right. And with my experience, the high-paying customers are typically business owners, board members of like golf courses, hotels. You see what I'm getting at? Higher quality leads. And then these people can hook you up with those higher paying jobs. Number 3 is a simple, it's like basically play the part. Once you know your skills are the best and your pricing is set, now all I gotta really do is follow through with what you said you would do. Have solid communication throughout the project. And again, today's sponsor is a great platform for that. The Client Hub really keeps you in constant contact with the client. And I've heard nothing but good things. Everyone is so impressed on the Client Hub with Jobber. And that's one of my favorite parts, not to mention that it's super easy to get paid, and getting paid is a lot faster. So make sure you guys are dressed clean and make sure your guys come ready to work. I never allow smoking on my jobs. Too many people get offended by cigarettes, and it's just a bad look overall. I'm even an ex-smoker of 20 years, and I followed the same rules when I was on my site. So I hope these 3 tips helped you out. They've really helped me secure some high-profile jobs. And let's go over them. Number 1 was make sure you know your production rates. Number two, don't lower your prices. Set your prices what you want to make and you stick to it. Now, like I said, of course, there's always room to negotiate, but don't lower your prices because it's just a really bad place to get you to be in. And number 3, follow through. Look professional, show up with clean clothes on. Make sure, you smell good, you're shaving and all that stuff. All these things really play into making your business stand out from others. And if you have the higher prices and you follow these 3 tips, I can promise you guys, you're going to get those higher ticket jobs. You're going to get quality leads. And yeah, so anyway, so check it out. Once again, today's sponsor, Jobber CRM. It's one of my favorite software that I use for all my business needs, and I want you guys to try it out too. I'm pretty sure you'll be happy with it, as will your clients. So if you guys like today's video, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you want, and remember, anything's possible.